None of what we say in this episode or any of the other episodes or any future episodes in perpetuity, this statement applies. This is not financial advice. This is just opinions of two guys just chilling, talking about crypto and NFTs. Check it
Hey, we're non-fungible guys. This is the podcast about cryptos and NFTs and kind of whatever else we get to. We try and stay on topic, but I'm your host, Ryan, and sitting across from me is...
Devon.
Hey, buddy.
What's going on, man? How's it going?
How you been?
Good. It's been a good week. It's officially the holiday season. It's winter and snowy here in Canada. It's great. It's like literally... You know what? I haven't been this cold since last year.
Well, I would probably say maybe like earlier this year.
No, because...
Come on, January, February?
Oh, right.
It gets pretty damn cold.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that there's winter in January, right? Yeah, that's true. Like most of the winter is actually...
Yes, January and February.
Yeah, you're totally right. I haven't been this cold since...
Earlier this year.
Awesome. That's true. Nice.
Speaking of cold, how have you been this week in your crypto and NFT world? Hot or cold, buddy?
Speaking of cold, you jerk. That's pretty good. Speaking of cold.
Well, then we had that massive dip over the weekend.
Yeah.
Did you end up buying any crypto?
Did you end up buying any crypto?
I asked you first. I got to know first.
I know, right? I heard it. I'm trying to like...
I'll answer. I did not. Or no, wait, did I? Yes, I did. I converted some stuff into Matic, and I went to buy sand, and we won't get into it. But okay. No, I have not bought sand yet.
Yeah. That's okay. I didn't. I got lost in Dune this weekend because I saw that movie finally, and all I did was consolidated some other coins that I really wasn't pouring any more capital into, and just converted them all to Bitcoin. So, but I didn't buy anything new, which was ridiculous. It was one of the biggest dips of the year. Like I bought the last dip before, episode 14, and that was like an 8% dip for Bitcoin, I think.
Let me look at the screenshot I sent to the chat again.
Yeah, that screenshot was even more epic.
It was
than the
even
last
worse.
One. Yeah. And like the week before, I was like, "Yeah, I'm doing this. I don't care. I'm on a plane, but we got to do this." And this week, I'm like at home, being like, "Yeah, I'll get to it later."
Yeah, I put this is worse than last week.
Right.
Bitcoin was -10. Cardano was -21%. Ethereum was -11, Polygon was -15, Decentraland was -23%.
Jeez.
I couldn't believe it.
I should have gotten that, actually.
I think I did get a bit more of that, actually, if I'm being honest.
Nice.
Yeah. So, anything else, just other than consolidating?
No, but it was actually, I didn't do much this past, I actually was like, I feel like because I know that the holidays are coming and I have one more week of day job work left. I'm like sliding into that zone of looking forward to like eggnog and gingerbread houses and just literally relaxing.
Yeah.
Because, I move around a lot. So, yeah.
Yes, you're always on the go. And also, you can't just take it easy. You're not allowed to vacation. This is the crypto NFT world.
It's true. You know what? 100% right.
You take a week off and it's like, oh, is it 2023 already?
Like literally, I feel there's like 25 days left or whatever it is, and 24 days. I don't know how many days are
something
left.
like that.
Yeah,
it's the 8th.
Okay,
so there's 23 days.
There's the math. Yeah. So, but like, I don't do public math. Even
Neither
if it's
do
easy,
I.
like it's like there's a rule. If someone's like calculate this, nope, I don't publicly do math because I could be too fast or too slow or get it wrong. And it's like something basic. Public math, it's against my policy. Talk to my lawyers. Speaking of lawyers, none of what we say in this episode or any of the other episodes or any future episodes in perpetuity, this statement applies. This is not financial advice. This is just opinions of two guys just chilling, talking about crypto and NFTs.
We almost need that as our we should capture that audio. Capture that audio right there.
Throw that at the beginning.
Even your stutter on in perpetuity.
Properties.
Properties. Speaking of properties,
hey,
there you go. See, we just segueing our way through this whole episode.
Segue again.
Nice. Properties Mint is in 2 days.
Yes.
Like 36. I think it's 10 a.m. Friday for us.
It is.
We are part of the pre-sale.
Yes.
We got our white list.
Excited about that. Yeah, we can't talk about properties and like not actually be part of it. So yes, we are winners.
Suckers. No.
That's what NFTs are about. Exclusivity. You're not part of the club. You didn't make whitelist.
Exactly. So no, I'm excited. It's been a long week leading up to it. Just like, I mean, the Discord alone, the Twitter's over, I think the Twitter has like 12,000 followers now, but our Discord went from, I want to say 5,000 or 6,000 like late last week, and then over the weekend we just exploded.
That's a crazy influx in such a short period of time.
Oh, it was awesome to see. Like,
that trend is happening with like so many things though. Everyone does wait till the last minute.
Damn, know? Discord's almost at 12,000 now.
It wasn't. Didn't you say
it was like 10,000 like a couple hours ago?
I thought that was like I was like it was 11,000 today. So since we were doing episode prep, we just missed out on 1,000 new conversations.
Yeah, I think so. We're slacking. Hold on, let me check. Their Twitter is at 12,000. So it's almost like 12,000, 12,000. Yeah.
That being said, if you're listening to this podcast and you have Twitter and you're not following Non-Fungible Guys, stop, pause the podcast. We'll wait.
Go hit that follow button.
Thank you. And then we're back. And if you don't have Twitter, sign up. We'll wait.
Go hit that follow button.
Nice. Rehearse.
Like, retweet, whatever you
got to do. Follow us on Twitter.
Send us your seed phrase. No, don't do not send anyone ever your seed phrase.
Send us your seed phrase. Don't do that ever. We're not ready yet, but that's awesome.
I know.
Okay,
so this week for me,
what else?
Like I said, it was
week?
leading up. It was just like doing games and just getting into the community with properties, getting us all ready for answering a lot of questions. You know what? It made me kind of realize that helping out with doing this podcast too. There's a lot of people that still are kind of newbies at a lot of stuff, even though they're coming in and it's like they do they're still not doing the research totally 100%. It's like some people like, oh, here's my Binance. When in reality, we're like, you need a MetaMask wallet, or we're on Ethereum and they think we're on a different kind of blockchain. It's just, it's crazy the influx of people that kind of come in, and like, we stress it all the time. You got to do your research and just kind of know what's going on.
Yep.
And, so, you know what, help for me, just helping people kind of realize what's going on with this project, or what do I need to do, or where do I need to go, and stuff like that. It's fun to help. Again, this is why we're doing the podcast, to try and help others kind of get into the space.
But I also can't keep up. Like,
no, that's a lot of
like
people's
every
problem.
time I go on Instagram or Facebook on my personal and I drop something like, hey, listen to the podcast, then there's an influx of messages with people meaningfully wanting to actually learn about it or connect a wallet. And I'm like, okay, do this, do that. And I can't keep up. And then like we have our other crypto group. And even in that, it's like, I'm actually like, can't keep up with the chat. You can't keep up with like real people to actually help them. And it's like, shoot, how do we do this? And the information's out there, but they don't even know what's good information and what's bad.
Yeah. It's very true.
It's really crazy.
So over the weekend, I was trying to help. Shout out to Butler.
Nice.
He listens every week, so shout out to him.
What up?
I don't know about Amanda anymore. I think we lost.
Yeah,
her.
I think we lost her pretty.
But we got
early.
Butler. That's all that matters.
That's true. It's true.
So he's like, listen. I started off with, this isn't financial advice. Don't listen to what I have to say.
Nice.
No, but he wanted to invest in some crypto. So I was like, you know what? Okay, I've done Coinbase. This is what I do with my personal stuff. I was like, look, so let's get you a Coinbase account.
Yeah.
Dude, even with me sitting right beside him, helping him, he was like, this is making me like, this is why people...
Was it the KYC
it was all like,
or what was it?
It was KYC. It was like, it was asking him questions like your household income and what's your profession. And he's like, man, you got to answer so many questions. And like, this is what scares people off. But it's part of the process. I kept saying to him, like, don't worry. It's not like you're going to get hacked. Like, it almost seems like you're giving up so much information just to get hacked. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like, why am I giving all this out? And I kept saying, I was sitting right beside him, like, I'll show you right now. I'll buy crypto with Coinbase. Like,
Yeah.
it's just part of the process. You got to take a picture of your license and all that.
But a lot
kind
of people
stuff.
hate that and won't go down.
And
to
that's
that.
why. And I'm saying that to him. I'm like, he's like, okay, now I understand why a lot of people just you start the process and then it's like you get step 3 and then you get bombarded with all these questions. Like, it's pretty what's the word? Like invasive.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're like, man,
Definitely.
why am I giving all this up?
100%.
So-
They're asking the same questions the bank would, except that this
It's just
is
some random
a
app you
company,
downloaded.
right? Like, and there's a lot of companies that do that depending on what you're
There's
doing.
so many wallets,
but
and
still, like, it's and I don't know. It's
I didn't fault them, and we kept going through the and then we get to the part where we want to add a credit card. I think it's something to do with his settings that he's not sharing his location or something. I tried trying to what's the word?
Finagle. I don't know.
Yeah, finesse it or
yeah.
like,
but also
troubleshoot.
you
I tried
had
to
some
troubleshoot.
issues when you were doing this as well. Like, but that was
I think it was because I was using my driver's license
Mm.
instead of. I had to end up ultimately switing to my passport.
Yeah.
For KYC.
I have my driver license for KYC doesn't work. Ours are too laminated, and there's the embossing of the Trillium, our provincial flower.
Yeah.
And it's like
3 guys in a hot tub.
Yeah. No one's gonna. You know what?
Look
we're
up.
We're not explaining the reference. If you know 3 guys in a hot tub, then you know.
Hey,
That's
go
about
look
it.
up the Ontario logo.
Yeah,
You'll see it.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. But like,
But here's the thing. He didn't get to the point. He took a picture of his license front and back, but then it never asked him for a selfie. Which I was like, I've always had that. But then when he goes to add a credit card, it doesn't even give him the option to put numbers in.
You know
so I don't know what
he might want to open up. What's the trust report or something? Where maybe he should check to see if his identity's already out there. I feel like he's like you never know.
Well,
most people
put some
that
fear
have,
into him. Now.
I know.
He's going to listen to
He's
this.
listening
and
right
what
now.
What are you doing?
A lot of people like that have their identity stolen. They don't even know.
I had mine. The thing is I had it back in the day. My card got compromised, so I had to put a warning on my account.
Yeah.
The amount of hoops you have to jump through to just get like apply for a credit card after you have the fraud warning on your account. I mean, it's obviously there for a reason.
Yeah.
But it's like how people get mad with having to put 2FA on their. Like, why do I have to get another code to log into my stupid email?
What's your official stance? My official stance is
I enjoy it.
I enjoy it. Me too. Honestly,
I feel safer having all these hoops.
When you have something happen to you, these hoops will feel like nothing. Or sorry, not the hoops. The 2FA and like
you need it. You definitely need it.
If you know anything about what's going on, you'll be like, "Whoa, I'm doing this."
Well, that's a perfect. We'll talk about that at some point in the episode, right?
Breadcrumbs, everybody. Breadcrumbs.
So funny.
Listen up. Okay.
Also,
yeah, go ahead.
I want to give a shout out to Paps, PAPS, on
Blue Ribbon.
Discord. Yeah,
I know it's not spelled like that.
I know, but
that's what I drink, actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like
Didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
All these years.
I know. I just buy the 6-pack every time for myself. Anyways, whatever. We got getting off topic. That's what it is.
Told me to look into crypto, or look into Rmrk.
Yeah.
Rmrk.
I like the way it's spelled. I guess basically when you remove the vowels, everything
That
looks
seems
cooler.
like everything. Yeah, yeah.
Really remove the vowels, you're like, that's cool.
Anyways, about Rmrk.
Yep.
This is what the Rmrk protocol is: a system of NFT Legos which allows developers and designers to build composable, equipable, multi-resource NFTs, which are multi-chain by default by virtue of being launched on Kusama.
Whoa.
The center. I'm not done. The center of a multi-chain universe.
Okay, you know what? Even like as you're saying this to me, I'm like, what? But if we chill for a second, we do actually kind of understand what's happening.
I kind of do understand it. Like equipable multi-resource is almost like I have a sword.
Mm-hmm.
My character can wear that sword. I can take the sword off, change the sword to another kind of sword, re-equip it.
Yeah, and
then like that NFT sword has another equipable NFT on it to make it a different sword.
Yeah, or like give it different attributes.
That's what I mean. Like
how,
like it's a fire sword. I take the fire off. I put an ice NFT on it. Now it's an
or
ice
like
sword.
how certain things will have like pals or whatever.
Yeah.
Or even like mutant version, like the serum you use with the Bored Ape to make it something else. And really, what that is in the I guess the back end is a bunch of smart contracts linked together.
Yeah, I think
that's what it would be, right? Like if you do this, then this happens, and that's a smart contract.
We need to dive into this a little bit more.
So that being said, but you said multi-chain, right?
Yeah, it says
because that's what Kusama Network, like Kusama,
the center of a multi-chain universe.
Yeah, Kusama is like here to like. Remember how we talked about Chainlink way back, and we were like we were thinking for
how does like Cardano talk to an Ethereum?
Exactly.
Talk to a I think we linked it to like metaverses, like portaling between. What's the portal going to be like?
Yeah, how are we going to do that? Because
that would be kind of Kusama.
If we're doing Web3 and there's all these blockchains, like
how do you talk to each other?
How do you talk to each other? Kusama would be able to do that because it's like specialized. It's just the same way we have like XDAI and layer 2 and side chains. Right. All these things are made so that you can do things together. And there's, if you mint on Polygon, which is layer 2 of Ethereum. Yeah. But like it's a different blockchain, but it's based on Ethereum, and like Kusama should be able to be like link them.
Yeah.
Even if they weren't based bothly on Ethereum, because Polygon is layer 2 of Ethereum.
Right.
So
it's interesting because then you need those to basically, you need a Kusama or a Chainlink or whatever to make it so that it's all decentralized, because if they don't talk to each other, then it's like their own private blockchains. Like those are decentralized, but if you can't access everything at once, like to me, I feel like that the ultimate decentralization is kind of them all talking to each other. And it's
truly, it's truly, and it's funny because it sucks so much right now that like I always like, we love Cardano because we're like everyone's on Ethereum's jock, right? Because they're like, it's Ethereum,
it's kind of,
Ethereum is like layer 2, but like we just mentioned Chainlink, and Chainlink is actually based on Ethereum as well, but it links different side chains and whatnot. And it's like, okay, like I'm thinking I don't even actually know another Kusama. It's the only blockchain that I know that's trying to do something like this. We probably mentioned it. We probably just can't remember right now.
Yeah. I know Pavia is trying to do a portal to other metaverses with like Decentraland. Mm-hmm. Pavia is on Cardano. Decentraland is on... Oh, I just drew a blank.
I just did too. Ethereum?
Is it Ethereum? I can't even remember. Oh my God.
Wow. Embarrassing.
Anyways... They're two different It's two different blockchains.
Yeah.
So Pavia wants to do a portal, and with a portal, it's like any TV. You enter the portal, and it sends you over to another world. But usually, a portal leads to the same blockchain.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So what Pavia wants to do is Pavia Cardano. You go into a portal, and boom, you show up on Decentraland, which is
Ethereum.
Nice. So
yeah.
Okay, so we were right. So so they want to, and then eventually you get Decentraland has there's CryptoVoxel, there's Sandbox, there's I don't know. I think to me having that that's decentralization.
It really is, and I guess that's also Web3, because if not, like there's got to be an underlying framework for all these different blockchains to interact. Right?
But here's the thing: all we ever talk about is how early everyone is into this game. Mm-hmm. We're so early that it's like all this stuff's being developed as we're talking.
Let's talk about that though, because like this week, both you and I were like chilling, like let's take a break, because sometimes this shit's overwhelming, and I feel like I literally said to you, I'm like, having not dug into crypto as much this week, I feel like I've fallen behind. Like,
I
feel
100%.
Like every time I open the news tab, I'm just like, this is happening. What is this? And I forget that everyone says we're early. And then you look at this company that popped up, or this wallet or whatever, and they're like, we've been in business since 2017. And I'm like, yeah, it's true. But like, it was like two guys that, technically did nothing for the year, but
they developed, like all this is developing. This is why them doing it in 2017 is obviously the reason we're here
exactly
talking about it today. But
but man, there's some, like, I just think to myself, there's a lot of people that are quitting their, like, because you heard about the Great Resignation, like where like millions of Americans just resigning and they don't want to go back to work, and like people can't, like, you've heard about it. We talked about it like offline a couple of weeks ago, where like how McDonald's can't find people to.
Yeah, there's a lot of companies struggling to find.
Everyone wants to work remote, and everyone, if you're a developer now, you're just quitting your job, studying up on how to write smart contracts, and now you're like 100% hireable. Like every company now wants to say, well, how can we NFT our product? And if you can write smart contracts, there you go. So then why go back to your other job when now you are the expert in this thing, right?
Yeah, that's all it is. Focus on the one thing that Web3 stuff that you have a passion for, and
Yeah.
Bob's your uncle.
Right. So Rmrk.
Wait, did you see the thing? Actually, just talk about regs.
Yeah.
You see the Zoom call or something? Someone shared in one of our chats where it was like 900 people on a Zoom call, and the CEO goes, "You're all fired."
What?
900 people on the Zoom call.
No
You're
way.
all done.
Is that real?
Apparently,
I didn't check that. What was it set for?
Where is it here? Hold on.
Is it a blockchain related company? You're like, nope.
No, better.com CEO fires 900 employees.
Better.com?
Better.com fired 900 employees on a Zoom call. 900, not 9.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
apparently, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. Gary announced that mortgage company is laying off about 9% of its workforce on a Zoom webinar Wednesday, abruptly informing more than 900 employees on the call they were being
God.
terminated just before the holidays.
Wow. You're entirely right. This is real.
So anyways,
Okay.
sorry people.
So yeah, a lot of people are resigning, but then a lot of people are just getting fired.
Yeah.
in a
Can
mass.
you imagine that? You're just
What do you
like,
do? Anyway, so we're getting off topic.
Yeah, sorry.
Rmrk.
That was my fault.
okay.
Totally my fault.
Rmrk seems cool. This seems like ultimate NFT potential. Cross chain.
It's kind of what we were talking about.
Duplicate utility.
Yeah,
Or
it's-
not duplicate, like multiple forms of utility.
Well, and the fact that it's like they had that whole thing with the egg.
Exactly. With
Like you send
yeah.
emotes to an egg to
yeah.
like change. What was the word that they used? I can't even remember.
I can't.
It
I've
was
never
like they
heard
sent
that word.
emotes to the egg to
Influence
what it became when it
Yeah.
hatched.
It's like if you were singing to your baby in the womb.
No, you talk to your plants while you're watering them.
I do that all the time.
I do that too.
You have plants?
I have poinsettia. I've got a poinsettia that I've been keeping alive for 5 years now.
Holy shit! I did not know that. I have
Yeah.
a snake plant.
A what?
A snake plant.
What is that?
It's just a stock.
Oh,
You've
I
seen
think
it.
I might actually
You
have
probably
one upstairs.
have it. And I got a spider plant and jade and a 1-inch plant. There's another name for it, but I'm not going to
Look
say
at that.
it.
We got green thumbs.
Yeah,
and
I
blue
didn't even
chips
know that. Yeah.
thumbs.
Nice. Okay.
Just coined that phrase.
That's cool. Whoa, wow. Puns out of the wazoo. Okay. All right. Let's keep it going. Rmrk looks cool. I actually, honestly,
Thanks, Paps.
Paps, this is a good recommend. And like, I love the on their website, like it's all 8 point, metaverse looking stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Anyway, you've seen it. Whatever.
Go look at
Check
it.
out.
What's the website?
Rmrk.app.
Perfect.
Done. All right.
Go check it out.
Okay. So that was your thing for me.
Veve too, but we don't have to go into it.
No, I'm gonna. Well, whatever, you mentioned it.
Okay.
Let's talk Veve.
I still love Veve,
I don't.
but listen to me.
Yeah.
Veve, let me buy a damn comic on drops. I'm sick of going to the marketplace. Dude,
That's a basic request that
we
should be
used
answered.
to be able to buy like 4, 5, 6, 7
Yeah, I remember those days.
30,000 edition comics are gone like the 10,000 used to be like a month ago.
Yeah.
I literally hit buy now, gone.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And
you know what?
you're still doing your methods of like waiting,
I
and
wait
cycling in
every
and-
2 minutes. The buyback option is there because if a sale fails,
Yeah.
then it goes after 2 minutes. The timer runs out and it'll go back to public sale.
Listen to that strategy, everybody. This is why you come to non-fungible guys.
Yep.
He knows the back end of Veve.
Yeah, I wish. I haven't, man. It's been rough. I can get collectible blind box stuff. Like
Yeah.
I can still kind of
Yeah.
get the collectibles. It seems like people aren't as crazy about that.
Mm-hmm.
But the last 4 or 5 comics, it is gone before I even could click the buy
I think it's
button.
because the comics, like, they're really connected to real world shit, and also like you could read the full comics, right? Like
You
people
can read it in AR.
Yeah,
Augmented
yeah,
reality
yeah,
for people
yeah.
that don't know that. You could literally put it on your coffee table and read it digitally.
like you hold your camera up to the coffee table, and the
comic
as
shows
you're
up.
as you're looking at it in your phone, it looks like the comic's sitting on your coffee
Yeah.
table. It's pretty amazing.
You move your phone all around,
Yeah.
looking in the room, and then you go right back to
changes
where you
angle
had.
and it's pretty cool.
It's crazy.
What are you doing in Veve right now? Like I know that like
Collecting.
you're winning in Veve. Like where are you at? Like
I'm just waiting to see what happens with the immutable X
We've been waiting for so long.
We've been talking about it since we started the podcast.
We've been waiting for 2-3 months now.
And the MTL.
MTL, money transfer license.
Apparently, they started with a small group, and like
I did hear that.
As it gets better, they're gonna start opening up.
Who's
to
that
more
small group? Ray Fitzy?
I don't know, man. I love watching that guy's Twitter.
But you're not bad. Like, you literally have.
No, I'll be ahead.
Every comic, don't you?
No, I missed today's. And the common went up to like $65 last night. Last I looked, it was $65, and I'm like, ugh.
So if you had today's, then you would have every edition.
I have one copy at least of every comic that is dropped.
That's pretty good.
Not the variant covers.
No,
there's 5 covers for every issue.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I have one issue of at least every comic.
Jeez. That's impressive.
But I got lucky because you know what? I joined in early enough. Now it's like I said, it's getting almost impossible to get a comic on drop day. So, anyways, that's my.
No, I hear you. That's impressive.
There's a comic drop tomorrow, by the way. I know I send you a reminder every week.
I know, and
every day
because I know that you know what? I really got to start trying. Who knows? Well,
you don't have to do anything.
Who knows what's gonna happen? You know what? I should just chill out in the marketplace. Like, I'm not gonna get the drops.
$56 is the common.
Jeez,
right now.
Forget it. I'm out. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Devon's level of conviction. I was like, I just got pissed again.
That's why you don't wait. That the patience you don't have.
I don't. Well, you know what? I have patience. I just can't dedicate the time to that right now. And I mean, right now, meaning ever again. All right, moving on.
Just transfer me your stuff.
No problem.
I'll convert it.
I'll send you some
money later.
Some OMI or whatever they deal with.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten into. Anyways.
Yeah.
What else have you gotten into? I know we got stuff.
Basic news. Like, I always like to so. Ubisoft.
Are we gonna do a new segment? Like, what's in the news?
What's in the news? I just kind of look at whatever headlights I like, and what I've started doing is because we talked about the NFT burnout die off
for sure,
and I was thinking to myself, like, let's see which ones are still getting traction. You know, so I mean, we know the bigger companies are going to take longer to get in. So gaming matters, and Ubisoft made an announcement about their crypto NFT push, and everyone was like, this makes no sense and it sucks. So you should check that out. Like, I think it's on related to Ghost Protocol, but it got 90, like, you know how YouTube has the likes and dislikes?
Yeah.
95% of is dislike.
Really?
For their YouTube announcement video of
I think a lot of people are just hating on these bigger companies coming in.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, Facebook, oh, you're stupid Meta. Like, it's just like, it's the cool kids are starting to try and get into the space, and people are kind of just like, oh, I hate that. I think that's what it is.
It's like
the jocks are starting to show up and take over the nerd stuff.
Just like what did they say? The celebrities are coming.
Yeah, exactly.
So because of that, people because the NFT community is small, and they're like they really care. Like we care about the projects and about the people.
100%.
So it's like the commercialization of it is just, it's like anti-establishment.
Well, because
and they have to operate a different way because they're thinking of bottom lines, and also they're going to have.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Oh, really? My bad.
No, I was going to say we're like the small mom and pop convenience store community, and you got the Walmarts coming in,
100%,
and tear everything down. Like, it's like we've built this community, we're all in it together, and then now that it's built, the big companies want to come in and just monopolize it and take over.
Yeah, and here's the thing. It's inevitable.
Of course.
Yeah. So, I mean, I, for one, welcome it because if Ubisoft does something or whether they don't, I'm still going to operate and do what I'm doing, which is get into DeFi, keep studying crypto and NFTs, and, buy Rmrk.
I say the more the merrier. I'm excited to see what gets developed and what comes out of all of this.
I think we need to... It's like we need to recognize the world that we're in and the world that's being developed. Like, the fact that we're aware of it is great.
Yeah.
But, like, you can't... I mean, maybe we can ask for more clarity, but, like, they probably know what they're doing. And if they don't, then the people will speak with their wallets.
Yep.
And then it'll get remade.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of gaming, Axie Infinity has the most trading volume, which I guess isn't that surprising considering it's a game. And
I'm pretty sure it's up there all the time.
Moving. Yeah, it's moving. Yeah. Ape Kids Club.
It's an ecosystem.
It is. So it's kind of moving that volume around all the time especially with the play. It's play to earn. So it's CryptoPunks is number 3 for NFT collections, which is cool. Crypto Bull Society, out of the top 5, Crypto Bull Society is number 4. The Sandbox is number 5. Number 4 and number 5 get me the most interested, which is Crypto Bull Society. and the Sandbox.
I do have a question about Sandbox, but we can talk about Crypto Bull
Crypto
Society.
Bull Society.
The artwork looks...
Right?
I love it.
Honestly,
you showed it to me, and I was like, oh, shoot, that
it
looks
just
awesome.
Most of these NFT projects, I'm just like, they're dumb, they look stupid, but it's cool. But this looks so realistic. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, the bull, like, man, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's really amazing. Like, I've never, like, what's the floor? The floor for them?
3 ETH, I think.
Yeah, you're right. 3.17.
And I was just looking at it right here.
Oh, okay.
On my phone.
That's awesome. Yeah, 3 ETH.
So, with, I had a question about sand. I was thinking about this the other day, and I actually had to get my phone out and write it. I think I was driving, too, and my wife was like, what are you doing? I was like, write this sentence down for me. So, with sand, we see that it's their token, right? It goes up and down, right? Like, you got to buy it to be able to do stuff in their metaverse when it opens up.
Yeah.
Can you see it going up to the price of, say, like an Ethereum? Like, how do you introduce people to Sandbox and then try and say, oh, our sand costs, like, what's it cost right now? $10 a coin, I think?
I don't remember. I bought some a couple weeks ago.
So my question was, can sand keep going up in value? And how do you figure it? Like, how do you figure you'll be able to sustain? Like, if it keeps going up, how do you keep people from, like, newcomers?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that, you know what I'm saying?
I've been wondering about that too, because
like, do you keep it at a certain price where it's like, okay, it's always we want to keep it under $20, or like you can't control it because it's decentralized. If people want to spend $2,000 for one sand coin.
So here's the thing, because I've actually been wondering about this, and maybe I should do some reading on this. Because it's like, okay, let's say we bought sand now. I still didn't even look up the price.
I think it was like $9 last time I looked.
And I bought it a week ago. Okay, you look up the price of sand.
Okay.
But yeah, so like, let's say you buy sand for $5. I feel like it was when I bought it or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely off the mark.
It's
but
$6.68 right
yeah,
now.
I think okay, that's good. I'm right then. I think I bought it for around 2-3 weeks ago. Now, let's say in the metaverse, it's
it was up to $10.
This is the price of this.
That's $6 Canadian.
Right? Yeah. Sorry, everything we just Canadian. So like, yeah, in the metaverse, you're like, okay, to rent this, to use this, I don't know, vending machine in the metaverse, it's one sand.
Right.
And now the value of sand is skyrocketing because of popularity and because capital flooding into the market. So the market gets bigger, the value of it goes up, more liquidity and all that stuff. And it's just like, okay, so now sand is worth, so then they get that one sand. Is it now like $4,000?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you,
and like,
how do you justify, to buy this avatar outfit, it's 1 sand or 5 sand? It's like, how does that make sense if the coin is...
Like, basically what we're asking is, how do you compensate for hyperinflation that these cryptocurrencies exhibit?
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
that's what we're asking. And we don't have the answer for that. I don't know what their model would be like, because if they can price it so that they could try to make it like real worldy. So they're like, okay, if you wanted to buy you price it based on the real world dollar, perhaps. So if you wanted to buy
one like Tether.
Yeah, you want to buy a can of Coke in sand. I don't know why I said that. I'm not even drinking Coke. Can of ginger ale. Canada Dry. You want to buy a can of Canada Dry in the metaverse that you can't even taste, but whatever. And it costs $1. And I think maybe they might just say this price is adjusted, and now it only costs you 0.0 sand because sand has gone up. You know what I mean? They're just like, you're just the same way. You can buy I don't have 1 ETH. I have half or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that might be the case. But here's the thing. That means that maybe the issuer, the vendor, whoever owns, because if you own a plot, you can set whatever prices you want. Right. So maybe that's what's going to happen. Maybe the market just determines itself. Because if you own something in Sandbox and you're renting your artwork to be viewed, you might be like, it's worth 1 cent and it never changes. And then eventually it just costs more and more or you might be like, it's equivalent of $20 Canadian. And then you just adjust that for the price of sand. Maybe that's what
they do. They just adjust. I don't know. Made me think about it, because it's like, you want to have people coming in and buying and adding into the economy there. Yeah. But it's like, well, what happens if sand becomes so expensive? Yeah. But that you're in metaverse currency. Yeah. I just made me think
But I guess that's what's happening now with Bitcoin, right? Like, we know the price of it's like 65,000 Canadian or whatever it is now. Yeah. And you just pay with the fraction of it that you own,
Well,
right?
I guess we'll find out or do some more research.
Yeah, I want to
But
get in there. Do you know anyone that's like gotten that early invite?
the sandbox.
Yeah.
Well, there over the weekend. Oh, we didn't even talk about this. So there was the Alpha Pass.
Right, that's what I wanted to say. The Alpha
So
Pass,
there's the Alpha Pass that you could buy. At the time that I was noticing about it, it was like $8,000 on OpenSea. And I was watching Joe on Properties. He was doing like a live stream for any kind of newcomers to the project. Just anybody that didn't know what Sandbox was about. He was running around and doing quests and stuff. And he was the Alpha Pass. He got it. And all of a sudden he does a quest and it's like, you just earned 200 sand. That's what made me think about it.
Gotcha.
He earned 200 sand, then
For
he did
doing a
another
quest. Okay,
quest.
yeah.
And I was like, 200 sand? Like, that's like $1,200 you just got. And he didn't even know. He's like, oh. He's like, he's like, that's a lot of money. So then I went on their website and it said the Alpha Pass had 5 levels to complete by the middle of the month. And by the end of if you do all 5 levels, they reward you with a couple NFTs, like rare ones or something, and 1,000 sand.
Whoa.
Which was
That's
at
a
the
fair
time was
amount.
the equivalent of 8,000 Canadian.
Yeah.
So it's like if I went on OpenSea and spent 8,000 on the Alpha Pass,
Yeah.
the reward that I would get for doing the levels, and you got to unlock a couple other areas of the sandbox. So it's like the reward paid for the pass.
Right.
But people were selling the pass apparently for like 12
I was going
grand
to say
earlier.
sell it, yeah.
So, but I was like, oh, that's an interest. And then that's what made me think about, like, if they're giving out 200 sand and that thing goes up to $20 a coin, that's like,
Yeah, and someone's gonna want when it gets hot, like it doesn't matter. It's a market.
yeah. So I was just wondering how that.
No,
that's
good
what
point.
made me think.
But here's the thing: we were both stumped on that for a second. Like, I mean, we still kind of are. I think we want to look into that, but it's a great point. I've thought about it in the past, and then
maybe we can get someone on. Or
got to pay to play, eh? Like,
Yeah.
8,000. Like, I mean, that's those. Yeah.
I downloaded Sandbox after watching Joe running around. I was like, I got to download this. So I
looks
downloaded
cool, yeah.
it. You can download the alpha of the game.
Yeah.
And
Is it a game?
I said game.
Yes.
Damn, he got me.
We got him. We got him, everybody.
I was thinking computer.
Hey there,
game.
everybody. This is Devon from Non-Fungible Guys. A couple weeks ago when I was referencing the metaverse, I called it a game, and Ryan was like, what? Get off the air. And I was right to do so. I almost left, but we had to finish the podcast. But he just called it a game. Let everyone know he doesn't know shit.
Well, anyway, so I was playing the game.
Nice.
But no, he was doing it, so I was
Yeah.
like, this looks awesome. So I went and downloaded it, and I started running. I realized the Alpha Pass got him unlocked in different areas, but you could still go and download it and run around in their metaverse, and like Snoop's mansion thing. You can go in and like see his character and like dance to his music and stuff. It's kind of funny, yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to talk.
No, that's awesome. That's actually,
and they're number 5 on the top.
They are. Yeah.
All right.
That's what's interesting right now. That I can't see any way that that blockchain and metaverse doesn't become one that sticks with us.
Oh, I think so.
So I think I'm gonna be buying dollar cost averaging for sand every week. I'm just buying up the sand. I will do the same.
Yeah. I just got to figure out what wallet, because I downloaded the Coinbase wallet and everyone says, "Oh, it's so stupid."
I know. Even me, I'm not gonna listen. I'm just because there are different options that have.
There's so many.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna shit on or poo poo on someone's choice. Like, if you can get the coins, get the coins. Like.
But it's not financial advice.
No, it's not. But like, someone would be like, "Oh, I don't want to use that. It's terrible. There's KYC. There's this. There's that." Yeah, okay, great. Like, but maybe they have millions of users. Like, what are you gonna do about it? Like, you do what you got to do. If it works for you, if it's easy, then do it. But speaking of buying, I buy it on Newton because. I don't know why you're a jerk. It's a great.
I only did that because I knew it bugs you.
Well, here's the thing: they dropped XRP. They're sunsetting it. They're not.
I just saw on Coinbase.
Oh, really?
It was non-tradable on Coinbase.
Yeah, like something's happening.
Something's happening.
Yeah, and like I hold a lot of that because I'm like, they're gonna beat this. But I think, so
I just happened to see like XRP, number 3 on the list, not tradable now,
getting dropped. Yeah, so I have till the end of the month to clear out my wallet and move it.
I had the same thing on Coinberry.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
I don't know. Something must be.
So that's something you should pay attention to. But
look at that. That's crazy.
Yeah, actually, like I don't. So, yeah, and I guess the other thing I was thinking about is just like with all these people flooding into Discords and all these like I guess there's so many barriers, right?
There's a lot of
Like earlier on, you're like, give us your private key. That was give me your private key.
Yeah.
Or sorry, your
follow
seed,
us on Twitter and
give
DM
us your
seed phrase.
Yeah, that is. Don't do that. We have to say don't do that because there's someone out there that will do that and has done that and is doing that right now somewhere. Maybe not to us in particular,
No,
but in general.
there is. Oh man, I feel bad for so many people.
Yeah.
There's so many scams
Yeah.
being run out there, and we should take the moment this time right now.
Yep.
And let's go through some of them.
I was watching. There's a couple sources that I get because once I find something that delivers the information well, I stick to it. And even that individual that was delivering this information was like, "Yeah, I lost $5,000 like earlier on," and it's like the wild, wild west.
Yeah,
and
when I was new, I didn't know. I lost
Exactly.
Dude, if I lost $5,000,
yeah, I was.
that's a lot of money,
Right?
man.
It is.
And
It
he
doesn't-
said like just like,
Casual.
"Ah, I lost."
It doesn't matter if you have a lot or a little bit. 5,000 is a lot because if you have a lot, you've probably tracking your money. Anyways, doesn't matter. Okay, so some of the scams that we've been talking about, and this is good because we've seen some of them. Private key scams, which are very basic. Literally, like someone's just like, "Give me your private key."
Yeah, give me your seed phrase.
Your seed
Private
phrase
key,
is your
seed
private
phrase, yeah.
private key. Your same thing. When we talked about the wallet episode, there's a public key and a private key. I described it as the public key being like your email address. The private key is like the password to your email. That's how you can think about it. You would never give anyone the password to your email. Your seed phrase is your private key.
Right. And
So-
it's generally 12 randomized words
Yeah.
in a specific order that only you will get to see and know.
So So often they'll have a website that's like, "Oh, you won like $100 worth of Bitcoin because you signed up for our thing or whatever." And it's like, all you got to do is give us your email, your wallet, and your seed phrase, and then we'll deposit the money.
Thousands of versions of that.
Yeah.
Someone sends a DM, "Congrats, you won 1 ETH."
Yeah. Has that ever happened to you?
I turned my DMs off because it was just like on Discords. Anyways,
I get it on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, because I have on my Instagram, I'll have like the primary chat and then secondary and then like the spam, and it filters out. I go in there, it's just tons of messages being like, "Check out this project, this,
Send
that."
us your
like,
seed phrase.
Yeah, and I'm on Telegram a lot because there's a lot of good crypto groups in Telegram. There's some local ones that I'm in, and that place is scam city.
Telegram is?
Telegram
I'm glad I've
is.
stayed away.
Because you can get into these Telegram channels, and like even some NFT projects are like, we're on Twitter, we're on Discord. Some of them are on Telegram. Like I've heard about a lot of them that actually operate out of them. Because
I've seen that.
Telegram has a lot of features. It's pretty cool, but scam city. So that's one pretty basic scam. Just people asking for private keys and people that don't know.
Do not send your seed phrase
Giving out
to
seed phrase and private
anybody.
keys. Yeah.
Or Zavon keeps saying private keys.
I know. I keep on saying private keys.
Just bugging you.
No, you're entirely right though. I should be saying seed phrase. It's like more easy to remember. Other scam is like the impersonator scam, where they just like,
Yes.
This happened to you. No.
Impersonator?
Yes?
No, it didn't happen. I've seen it happen on Twitter.
Right. Oh yeah.
Where it's like someone's running a giveaway, like we've ran a giveaway.
Yeah.
And two people win, and what will happen is a scammer will actually see who won, duplicate their Twitter, like take their profile picture, take their name, and like change the L to a capital I.
So if their name's like, it's like Lloyd 101, they're just like L1YOD.
Yeah, or they'll change the zero to an O.
Oh right, yeah.
Like so, and that quick glimpse.
Yeah.
To be honest, we did the giveaway. I ran the roll. I saw the two names, and I just said, "Hey, who's the?" You
just gave away to a scammer,
and they DM'd us. And to be honest, I get. You know what? I could have fell for it, no problem. I did click on them and make sure everyone was following us and all that, but like.
Yeah. Well, you use
I use a program, but like in the same sense, there's nothing stopping. Once I tag that name, it was just like boom, a DM shows up. Hey, that's me. And then what happens is these scammers will impersonate the person that won.
Yeah.
The person doing the giveaway sends the NFT, sends the ETH, sends the whatever the prize is, and then like an hour goes by and the real winner's like, "Hey, I won! Oh my god, amazing!" And DMs them. It's like, "Wait a minute, I already sent it to you." No,
that sucks. Yeah.
And then they go back and check, and it's like, I got scammed.
And they're like, "Well, sorry, the money's gone, boss."
So people do that too, where they impersonate the project you're on,
right?
Or it's like, "Hey, we're whatever Bored Ape Yacht Club support."
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
like whatever, they pretend to be a support channel or a support person, or like there was that one with was it Unstoppable Domain? What was the one where I told you they pretended to be the support channel for like 3 days.
Yes, you did.
They pretended to be support, and they went on the website and even like copied the people's name and did all that.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was a long game. That was like
really
they put the work in,
man.
but they got the seed phrase from the guy because they
worked him over 3 days.
Yeah.
That sucks, man.
Yeah.
That's
and they ended
terrible.
up ultimately getting the seed phrase because they worked up that trust and that relationship.
Yeah.
That's a scammer
That's
that
a
works
long
hard.
con. That's rough, man. Because this, and that person lost like a fair amount. I can't
They lost their
remember,
whole portfolio.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was.
Was it a CryptoPunk guy or something?
It was something.
It was a Twitter guy.
Yeah,
or something.
it was really bad.
Go listen to our older episode.
Please remind us what episode that was. But you know what? I've been in a Discord where I remember. I'm not gonna say which one it was, but someone was in there, and then everyone was like, "Don't do it, don't do it," and because they recognized, and this person was, I think they were impersonating one of the moderators or something like that, and being like, "Just send me this."
Or what they'll do too is a lot of Discords will have, "Hey, we're gonna," because on Cardano, it's like that's what it was.
It was Cardano.
Hey, here's our wallet address.
Yeah.
Send 45 Cardano and you'll get the NFT.
Yeah.
And they'll drop it real quick. It was Cardano City. I'll name it.
That's what it was.
It was Cardano
You're right.
City.
You're totally right. I
Some
totally remember
scammer
that. Yeah.
kept throwing out a wallet address saying they were Cardano City, and everyone kept saying, "Don't send it. Don't send it. That's a scam."
Was.
That's the quick game. Because all you got to do is get one person to send.
So that's impersonating, and then there's also the impersonation plus the phishing scam, phishing with the PH.
And
that was when they were selling the fake Cardano cities, because that's when they replicate, like phishing. They'll like get a website, like I guess let's say they'll make a website like Cardano City that looks exactly the same, and then just tell people to go here. And it could be any. It could be anything. It could be a project. It could be a company or whatever. And they made fake Cardano cities and were selling them, and
people bought them.
Someone that I know bought one,
and then he turned
and then he just sold it right away.
We talked about it on the podcast.
Did we talk about? Yeah,
like
we did.
Episode 2 or something.
Yeah.
I think we talked about
someone
it.
Bought it, and
he's like, "Oh man, I got scammed." Put it on the marketplace, and someone else bought it.
Yeah,
for even more than what he paid for it. So,
which is
bad karma.
Terrible. Good.
Horrible person you are.
No, what do you like? You minimized his loss. He offset it. Like, I mean, and it's gone. That's how it goes. But that thing could be still. You know what?
It could still be getting sold.
The buck hasn't stopped on that yet, because no one knows what's happening with Cardano City. That person's still holding it, thinking it's fine. They'll probably sell it off to someone else.
No, because once he opened it, it said "fake" in big letters. Remember?
But here's the thing:
it doesn't matter.
Someone else will still sell it.
Yeah, you're right.
Because that person bought it.
You are right.
We just got to see, and I bet you when Cardano City shouts out something, it'll flurry up things again, and then someone will sell it.
Yep.
I'll keep an eye out.
Every new project and anything that comes up to like some kind of public mint or white list sale.
Yep.
People start coming. The scammers start flying out and throwing out DM, and you just can't. You always have to be very careful. Like, you can't just accept anyone as a friend. Like, if you've been sitting there chatting with people it's hard. You got to make that call. Like, I add some people as friends, but it's like I've been chatting with them in the Discord. It's very difficult to kind of, and if you don't have the patience too, right? It's people just kind of, unfortunately, they get scammed. But that's just what's another type of scam that we've come across?
Well, this one I don't think I've come across, but I know that. Well, I probably have actually, but I just didn't bite on it. But it's like where they basically just say, okay, you should invest in this crypto or whatever, and it's not even necessarily an NFT. They're just like, this token is going to be huge. It's like almost like pump and dump, but it's like we're going to mint this, and then we're going to burn a portion of everything that's minted, creating scarcity. It's basically the scam.
Weird.
The scam is basically when they just imply that there's cryptocurrencies where they just burn a bunch of them. Like, didn't
SafeMoon do the same thing?
SafeMoon, like a lot of them do that.
Yeah.
Right. Like what was the one that
every
burned
quarter
half?
like they burn?
Yeah. There's so many of them, but they're like they'll burn a whole bunch of them to kind of make sure that they're reducing that.
But when you have the coins is going to be like 100 million trillion coins out there, you have to do something.
Yeah, but here's the thing: when you're mint, they'll mint, and then every transaction burn some off. But then what they're doing, and like that's fine. Like a lot of
Yeah.
cryptocurrencies that are valid
So,
and stuff
yeah, I
are
was
doing
gonna
it.
say,
But the problem is they're burning them off and telling you need to invest now because it's
The burn
the
off's
burn
coming.
off is coming, and we're gonna do this, and it's like burn, like da da da. But like you don't necessarily, just because you're burning it doesn't create value. That's the issue. And the scam is how they're basically predatory with like the whole.
They're making
They're
money
going
by
out-
it going up.
They're
everyone buying.
but they're evangelical with it. Like
Right,
they're
right,
going
right,
and advertising like buy. Like, it's like they're going
They're
around
shilling
being
it to
like
everyone.
they're shilling hard, and then being like the burn's coming, or we burn this much, so the value goes up right away. And it's kind of like a soft scam because it's like, I guess if everyone stayed with it, that's good. But like, just because they're saying the burn is the selling piece,
Yeah.
that's a red flag. That's your flag right there to be
Right.
like, that shouldn't be the only thing that this coin.
But here's the problem too.
coin is
In
offering.
saying that, there are a lot of projects that do burn.
Yeah,
That's the
but
funny.
they have to offer more, and it's mostly about the way that they shill the coin. And this is not
Yes.
necessarily, this is not like NFT. This is like token.
No, this is crypto. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like SafeMoon was the same thing. I remember Shiba, I guess, was kind of
Yeah,
like
I
that.
wanted to say I think it was Shiba that burned a whole bunch of them right away, but sometimes they'll like burn at the beginning, like half the whole supply.
Yeah.
So they'll mint like, I don't know, like some crazy number, 1 billion, and then they'll just burn right away.
Right.
And it's just like, okay, cool. But some of them, the way they approach the IC, the coin offering, or however they get the people, is when you can be like, okay, is this predatory or not? Because most of them are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The way I look at it is if I'm getting shilled like crazy on like one thing, like there was Ravencoin.
That kind of
I was getting shilled.
yeah.
Like, that just showed up everywhere on my Twitter feed for like a good week. And then I haven't seen it for a month and a half now.
Yeah.
But it was everywhere for all over my Twitter feed.
Right?
And it still hadn't even hit where I saw it like earlier in the year. It hadn't even hit that price again.
Yeah.
It was way lower than what it was. And it was just like Ravencoin. And then
Right.
I just realized now talking about it that I haven't seen it on my Twitter feed.
Yeah,
in
it's just
a couple
that's
months.
the thing. It's like it is, you know, it is
It's a
like
pump and
and
dump.
dump.
It's a pump and dump
It is,
for
and
sure.
but they use the whole like we're burning it to create that scarcity is like as the selling things. You want to get in, blah blah blah. So
the FOMO. They want the FOMO.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
they're
oh my god, I'm
capitalizing-
going to miss out.
yeah, and I don't know if like you call it a scam. Like, you know,
kind
they're,
of is a scam.
they're all levels of deception. You know, they really
Yeah,
really are.
yeah.
So okay, another one. Okay, this one's actually. Oh yeah, this one's good.
Okay, well, hit me.
Yeah, it comes in many different ways, but you know how I feel like recently, you probably know, we talked about it. China banned all cryptocurrencies,
Yep.
right? That was in October or something.
Yep. October
So-
2021.
Yeah, nice. It's actually October 21st. Nice.
Was it this way?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
nice. Okay. All right. So here's the scam. You get a DM on Discord, Twitter, or whatever, and it's someone from China, from air quotes from China,
Yeah.
right? And they're like, "Hey, you know, China's made cryptocurrency illegal for us. You know, I can't hold this because it's the truth, right?" So they're like, "Here's my wallet, and here's my seed phrase,
Yep.
private key." and you look in and like there's 3,000 USDT. Basically a stable coin is in there. And they give that to you and they're like, "Ryan, here you go. Just take this money because if I convert it to my yen or whatever, I'll get taxed and I'll get penalized because they know I bought it through crypto. So just take this free money." Yeah,
It's
everything's
in Tether.
it's in Tether.
Usually it's some kind of other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything's good. What's wrong with that? I think everything's fine.
No,
right?
it seems
Yeah, take the money.
legit.
Take the money.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, folks. To move that money out of that wallet, you generally need some kind of, say, Ethereum
Yeah.
to do the transaction.
Yeah,
You need
usually.
something. So what
To
ends
pay,
up
that's the transaction fee.
the transaction fee. So what ends up happening is like, oh, okay, I'll take this free money. Oh, wait, I don't have that currency in there. So I'm going to throw my Ethereum
Yeah.
into that wallet so I can move that other currency out.
Because it's in a stable coin, and stable is like 1-to-1 with the US dollar. It's you have to
Tether is, yeah.
yeah, Tether is, yeah, USD whatever. So you put Ethereum in there to actually have that transaction.
Well, the scam is that we've seen is that there's $1,000 worth of tether in the account.
Yeah.
You need to put Ethereum in there to move it.
Yeah.
And the second that Ethereum, within 10 seconds, that Ethereum enters that wallet, what happens, Stefan?
Well, often there's a smart contract in there. They've just written some code into the wallet that says anytime funder receives, or
they're running a script.
They're just running a script, not even a smart contract. They're just running a script that says anytime this address receives money, move it to another wallet.
And it's within like 10 seconds before you even see the money go in,
and it just goes out.
You blink and it's gone, and now you've lost. And they do that multiple times over 1,000 people.
Yeah. And like sometimes depending on the time and depending on where you're moving it, like the gas fee or whatever might be $100, $150, $50, 60, like depends, but it doesn't matter. They just basically, it's crazy. It's just they're just leaving that wallet out there, dangling it out there, sending it to people.
Here's my seed phrase.
Here's my seed phrase.
It's got to be legit.
Yeah, and like you're like the money's there. Like you have the seed phrase and the money. You literally can take it. All you got to do is pay for that transaction, and the minute it goes in, it just gets siphoned out to another wallet automatically.
So we've actually, Mr. Burns has actually been involved in something like this.
He actually is sending his wallet out there and
and
he collecting money.
This is how we pay for our podcast.
This is the podcast sponsor, you guys.
No, he actually had someone message him on Discord.
Yeah.
And basically said, this is what he said. Basically, I was approached by someone who was having issues withdrawing their Bitcoin due to they lost their secret phrase, which is like their seed phrase. They lost their seed phrase, but could transfer the Bitcoin, no problem.
Yeah.
And asked me to withdraw and transfer the money to them. So this person sent him. He's like, sure. He's like, I'll play your game.
Yeah.
He had like a shell wallet address that he didn't do anything with. So he gave it to them. He's like, sure. He's like, I wanted to see if this guy would actually send me, or this girl or this person would actually send me this Bitcoin. They sent him 0.41 of Bitcoin, which is what, $25,000?
Yeah, let me do a double check based on the date that today is.
Which is December 8th at 11:30 p.m. Damn,
yeah.
11:30.
Is it like, man, it's late. Yes. Oh, shoot. Yeah, $25,836.
So...
he has that money sitting in a wallet.
He has that money sitting in a wallet that he can go and look at. But I guarantee, and he's not done anything with it, but I guarantee the minute he tries to do any kind of withdrawal on that.
Yeah. This has been months now, too, right? Like, didn't he get this money in August?
This was in the summer, like probably,
yeah.
Probably 4 or 5 months ago.
And it's just...
And we've been just going
what like... resolve, eh? Like, every now and then you just look at it, and it's still sitting there, isn't
Diamond
it?
hands, man. Diamond hands.
Here's the thing. He does have diamond hands.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even pain him to see that. He'd be seeing and be like, yeah, I'm good. Like, he doesn't care. Like, I would be looking at it sweating some days.
My thing was like, what were you... I asked him at the time. I was like, why would you give your address to someone? Like you...
Well, he made that shell wallet.
Yeah, but
still,
it screamed scam from the
I know. And but here's the thing.
But
like, he literally said, like, well, let's play the game. Like, I remember when he was talking about this, I was like, wait, what? Like, did this really happen? And he's like, well, let's see what happens. 6 months or 5 months later,
he's still got
$25,000 sitting there.
0.41 of Bitcoin sitting there. And I guarantee the second he tries to withdraw, because I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like, he had to put something in to take that money in.
Yeah, well, because...
it's the scam we just talked about.
But is it really, like, it's Bitcoin, there's not a stable coin, right? Like, what's the issue?
I guarantee... See, but it sounds so scammy. Like
Here's the guy never contacted him again. He was like, "Here, just take." I think he ended
up blocking him because the guy was like, "Oh, this."
Yes, he was on him. Yeah, he was.
He was on him all the time. But like,
all right, well, be wary out there.
It happens to the best of us. It's
okay, you know what? Let's mention that guy that we saw on TikTok.
You want me to actually mention his name?
Maybe not. Maybe not.
TikTok.
But I did see.
TikTok
yeah, we did. Is he? I don't know if he's a hacker or whatever he is, but we did see a guy that was basically running the reverse of this on scammers. And
as far as we know.
As far as you know, yeah.
He posted it, and basically it says, "Been spending all week sending my seed phrase to a wallet with only $1,000 of USDT in it to scammers. As soon as they go to withdraw with Ethereum, he automatically bounces the money back to himself. So he's running the scam on scammers."
Yeah.
But does that not make him a scammer to the scammers?
Whoa.
Mind blown.
Well, see, here's the thing. When I first saw that, and I'm glad that, thank you for remembering that. Because when I sent that to you, I was just like, whoa, wait a minute. And I was like, yeah, good for him. Then I was just like, wait, how are you out there hunting for scammers? Who is he, Blade? Hunting vampires? Like,
I would have went with
half
Robin
vampire.
Hood, stealing from the rich.
Yeah, Robin Hood, yeah.
I don't know, but that's just me. Whatever.
I went to Blade.
Yeah. Blade's coming out, though. But
oh, yeah. Let's not get sidetracked. But you're right, Robin Hood.
I just... Is there a way to confirm? I don't have TikTok, so I have no idea. You sent it to me. So
I don't know. Like,
how do you confirm he's
what is
going
he?
after
Is he
scammers?
hanging out in Discords, being like, "Hey, like, I'll just jump on this," and like,
if he's scamming scammers, he's doing God's work.
Yeah.
Keep going, buddy. Get as much as you can.
Yeah.
Next, you know what he needs to work on next? Call centers.
Yeah. Where's he? You know what? What's he going to do with the money?
Well, it's probably
charity. That would be better, right?
That would be.
Because if not, he's virtue signaling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if not, he's like, hey, look at me.
Hey,
like,
look at me peacocking.
Yeah, look at me. I'm
Look
just
out.
like this amazing guy. Like,
And again, we have no idea who
yeah,
this
I don't
guy
know.
is, so
I don't
we're
know.
just-
I'm not going to name him, but whatever. He should give it to charity then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that. All right.
Or use it to fund people that got scammed.
That's yeah.
Give back.
I'm sure there's
like
some
Robin
sort
Hood,
of like
give back to the people.
So
He's the digital Robin Hood.
you know what? I should send this guy a message and be like, "Hey, where's that money go?"
Could you? Yeah.
And he's just like, "I bought a Keurig."
Yeah.
Okay.
Curing.
How did I say it? Keurig?
No, I was just
Cure-
saying that's
oh.
what you go with.
I know. I don't know. They're not
Like
even that
Lambo?
expensive,
like
right?
When lamp, they're
Well-
like $49.99 at Walmart.
So you're gonna get me one for Christmas?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you need a Keurig?
Honestly, I'm thinking of getting one. You know, no, we can't. Let's get back to the scams. All right. Another.
Come on, give us your Amazon wish list.
Yeah, I know. It's my Amazon wish list is out there. It's a bunch of like negligees and stuff that I like. Slippers,
Nipple
ice cream
tass-
scoop.
Nipple tassels.
Okay. Another scam is it's kind of like the one we just talked about, where they'll have a script running, except this wasn't actually making bad smart contracts. So basically, they put a bug in the smart contract.
Oh, so that like you buy it, you go to do something, and then all of a sudden, it just like it crashes, and then it's
Yeah. Like no matter, the smart contract doesn't actually work. So maybe it works one way. So, okay. So
that's
for example,
crazy because like how would anybody like even a newbie like
right?
that's-
Okay. This is
Wow.
why I left it for last, because this one I was like, shit, this is sinister. Because here's the thing. So it could be a token. Let's say it's for an NFT or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So then you like mint it or whatever, and you pass it off to someone, but you have a bug in there where when it has the variable for approve, because everything has to be approved and
Right.
verified on the blockchain, you just have like left it null or something.
So it always just like
So that
it always fails.
You can never sell it.
Oh my god.
Meaning, if you want to make money from it, you can't. You know, you've just basically they just made it inoperable. They've just given you a dud. They've given you a lemon of an object.
How do you check that?
Hold on. There's another way.
Okay.
Another way. This way, I have no idea what it means. It's called, they add a rebase function, and I'm assuming this is code based.
Yeah.
Thinking about the word rebase, maybe goes back to the base level, but
Which would be zeros.
Which would
like
be
would
zero-
be nothing.
exactly,
Like it
exactly.
erases the whole
exactly.
info.
So basically, the rebase function, when you execute the smart contract, so they send it, whatever,
It gets
and then when
sold
you
or-
go to sell it, 99% of the value is done. It goes down to zero upon completion of the sale. So it's like you buy it or whatever, or they sell it or whatever, but you're never getting any of the money, because in the smart contract, the code is written that it'll send,
Dude,
it'll
that's
go
like
down
a
to
James
zero.
Bond. This message will self-destruct.
Yeah, 100%, and you just get like an empty shell that has no value attached to it, or you're not even getting the asset. But the transaction goes through, and then it just never shows up because it's like programmably removed. The last way,
I hope we don't scare people in the.
this scared me. That's why I was like, yo, let's talk about this. The last way is they basically, it's like a kind of a play on the first one, where they basically make it unable to be sold on any DEX. It's only in buy or supply mode. Meaning, like, it's like you minted it, but it's like you.
Is that what the Squid Game guy did? The Squid token.
Oh shoot!
Remember they did that where it was like it got pumped so much, but people couldn't sell it as it was going
Yeah.
up. And
Yeah,
then all
yeah,
of a
yeah,
sudden
yeah,
it
yeah.
just
And
dive
it's
bombed
dropped.
to
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah. You
That's
remember?
basically what they did.
Yeah, and that way it wasn't able to be sold on any DEX, which is a decentralized exchange, DEX.
So that's basically what happened.
That's exactly.
Because I remember people were saying,
Good reference.
Squid token was going up and up and up.
Yeah.
And I'm hitting sell and nothing's happening.
Here's the thing.
So that must have been exactly what that scam was.
You have to how do you check?
I don't know.
You have to go read the smart contract.
Oh, is there?
But how do you?
Do they teach classes?
Do you know how to do that? I don't.
Tell me how you find a smart contract. Like, where's the contract?
So here's the thing. So you can go. Okay, if you go to
you got Etherscan on.
I was gonna say, go to Etherscan, which is actually amazing. You can see how many blocks were used to mint of the verifying address, everything. You can actually
mint
get every
from Ethereum
from Etherscan. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
You can mint from there.
But here's the thing, like, look at all the other variables when you're looking at Etherscan and you look to like the right part, all that other shit going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I look to the left, I'm like, this many blocks. The more blocks that were created or approved or verified, the better for your transaction.
Correct.
The rest of the stuff, I don't know. Like, so you gotta realistically, the only way.
That's what we should be doing. We should. I'm gonna.
The only way is to learn how to read a smart contract.
I'm gonna learn how to write one.
But here's the thing: they're not like these crazy. Well, it depends. They can be pretty simple. It can be like once executed here. If this happens, then this happens. If then, it could be that
coding.
That simple.
That's coding.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what it is. You know what I mean? But so those are some of the scams. And there's more, but like I figured that'd be enough for now.
Yeah, you got your top 5.
Yeah, but
and you got to do your own research and figure out everything. Like, we can help you only to a certain extent. You got to be like, go on YouTube, read or watch, I guess, on YouTube, and then Google some document. Like, I know a lot of companies or projects will come out with white papers and all this stuff. Even that stuff could be. It's all like, you never really know. So you got to tread water carefully. Yeah. I guess it's.
Yeah. I was thinking to myself now, I was like, well, what a lot of the situations, a lot of the things we've executed, we could have fall victim to any one of these.
Any of those.
Like, not even, I'm thinking to myself, have I been protected against this? No. When we were starting off building our NFT collections, we were just like, this looks good. Oops, this looks good. This looks good. We were just like, this looks good. This looks good. And we're in, right? But realistically, this could have happened.
Here's the thing, too. There could be scam blockchains out there. You could be like, oh my God, I found the right one.
It's true. Yeah, you can. Yeah. And I guess the only way that you really can, it's not like you have to go out and learn to read smart contracts, but just find someone that does. If you know what? If you're making a transaction that's over whatever your threshold is.
I got to assume there's people out there. It's like, if I want to spend $500,000 on a Bored Ape.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
There's got to be some kind of.
What would be your threshold money wise? Like, if you're going to do something for $100, are you going to like not do the transaction and call up a bunch of people and get but there's a number there. You'd be like, okay,
I think $5,000 and I'd get nervous.
Right.
But then once you get past that and you're like, $5,000 is like the new 100. Then it's
for
like
me,
$25,000.
For me, I probably think around 1,500. If I'm moving, are we going to be? Yeah, I was like, shoot. Now that I think about it, I'm like, never mind. Maybe higher than that.
I think $5,000 would be my like. Yeah. But then again, I don't even, like, that's a lot of money to me. $5,000.
Yeah, but and I mean, another thing they say is like, always do a test move first.
But I think that's like
more with DeFi and moving money around.
You definitely want to do that when you get into crypto. If you have like, you want to just practice. You have one Cardano, it's like $4. If you lose it, you're not going to lose sleep. But maybe practice moving that Cardano. You want to. It's almost like you want to practice.
Yeah, if you're going to
do a trial run.
Yeah, if you're going to move like $5,000, you don't just be like, you're ready and send, or even if you're pasting wallets or whatever, you want to send something like $20 first, and then you're like, okay,
to yourself, not to someone else, or like buying an NFT. Always just practice moving.
Yeah, don't just do the first transaction as everything. Do something small first, and then you're like, okay, this made sense, it worked, and then you move the big buck. Anyways, keep an eye out there. I don't know.
Stay safe,
kids. Anything else, Ryan?
I think I'm good. I mean, I hope. Yeah, I hope people take some information. The point of this podcast wasn't to scare you. Yeah, it's to just kind of educate.
Yeah, 100%.
Educate and just research. And if it's, don't ever answer any of those DMs. I don't care.
Yeah, don't.
none of them are ever true.
No one's secretly it's been like, you know what? Today's your lucky day. I'm giving you $3,000. Like, no, that doesn't actually happen.
You know how many of those giveaways on Twitter are fake too?
Yeah, it's true.
There's so many of them.
Not ours though. Keep an eye out. We have one more coming.
Yeah.
We have one more coming. Yeah, we'll do that next week.
Yeah, we can do that next week. We'll figure it out. I think we should just do a giveaway.
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll figure that out.
But I just want to say thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I know we enjoy doing it every week. So we haven't taken any time off. We're not... we've taken time off in our personal lives to decompress from NFT crypto, but we're still out here every week trying to entertain the masses.
Entertain and inform.
That's it.
Follow us on Twitter.
@NonFungible_Guys. This is... I guess this is...
That's it. Yeah,
have you turned the music on yet?
Yeah, it's on. All right, we're out.
All right, we're out, folks. Thank you.